Hi everyone. So I'm live with Jonathan Patton. Jonathan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you.
That's great. So if you just want to introduce yourself, let everybody know a little bit about yourself.
Anyways, hi, my name's Jonathan. I'm 23 and I'm from Northern Ireland originally, but have been living in Scotland for 8 years.
That's why the accent's a bit different. Jonathan and I go to college together, and we've been on the Zoom calls with class. And I heard his accent was a bit different, but I always just thought that it was the difference between where I'm from, South Africa, and then Glasgow, but I didn't realize that it was Ireland. So
Yep.
what is it that you want to do? What is your goal?
So my new goal, because it's completely changed over the years, is to eventually become a physiotherapist. So for me, it's a bit of a personal one because I've went through physiotherapy most of my life. So I kind of want to give back, and it's a great area to get into.
What happened? Why did you need physiotherapy?
So back when I was younger, when I played football, rugby, and that, I got really badly injured, and I was disabled for half a year. I was in a wheelchair.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Fully disabled?
No, just my legs down.
Your legs down? That's how old were
Yeah.
you?
Fuck, I was 14, 13.
14.
Yeah.
And did they tell you that it was going to be permanent? Or did you always
No, no.
know?
So what it was is I'm a tiptoe walker. What I was, and the pressure of me walking on my toes just had a massive impact on my legs. So to combat it, they decided let's put you in casts. We're going to put you in a wheelchair, and that should sort it out.
So coming back from that, is that what inspired you to get into fitness and to try and coach
No,
and help people?
no, it is not.
Not at all.
My
Okay.
original goal when I came back to college was to get into coaching to learn more badges because I am a coach. That is my job. But taking a few classes in college, I'm like, hold on, this is fucking brilliant. Sorry for language.
No, that's all
Um,
right.
and then I work in leadership and I see people the benefits of it has on people's mental health. I'm like, right, this is such a good industry to get into. I'm going to do this. So that's why I'm here.
So where did the fighting come into?
So that's a kind of a very interesting story. Um, this is going back 2 years. I decided to go on a night out one night. None of my friends wanted to come out, so I'm like, fuck, I'll go out myself.
Yeah.
I ran into people I knew. Good night, really good. A few things happened that I didn't really agree with, but it's fine. Relationship problems, girlfriend, never mind. And at the end of the night, I ran into people I haven't seen in years. I was so happy, I was excited. They're like, oh, we're going to go for food. Do you want to come? I'm like, yes, let's go. And I think a guy who we were with, I don't know, I'd never met this guy in my life, came up to me saying, you better fuck off right now. I'm like, right, okay, I'm not even going to listen to you. And my friends were like, oh no, he's cool, he's one of our friends. And 2 minutes later, this guy comes up to me saying, if you don't fuck off right now, I'm going to stab you. So I'm like, right, fuck this, I'm just going to walk away. But as I was walking away, something clicked in my head and I fucking lost it. I took off my jacket, I threw it at my friends, and hold that, I'm going to fucking sort this guy out. And as I was walking towards him, a guy across the street who knew me said, Jonathan, don't, he's got a knife on him. I'm like, fuck off, no, he doesn't. And as I was fucking charging towards this guy, he put his hand in his pocket. He must have seen me coming. And something in my head said, he's got a knife. I'm like, fuck, I don't care. I'm just going to fucking smash him. And then my friends all just got in front of me. A security guard had to pin me down, and that guy got arrested. So walking home that night, I was angry, I was pissed off. I got in, just sat in the bed, and I'm like, fuck, that guy had a knife. That guy wanted to stab me. So I kind of just decided from there, I'm like, right, I'm never putting myself in that situation again because I would never know how to deal with a knife attack back then. So woke up the next day, decided, right, I'm going to get into MMA, Krav Maga, shit like that. I teetered about for a couple of weeks, looking for places to go to train. And then my work has a Krav Maga class. It's called KMG Dynamics, brilliant class for anyone who's interested. Um, and from there, it just took off. I started doing Krav, then started doing MMA, and it just went from there. Um, Unfortunately, it has kind of had a side effect on me. When I'm walking home or walking somewhere, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder in case someone comes up behind me.
Yeah, a little bit
So
of PTSD.
yeah, yeah.
Why do you think the way you reacted there was just because of all the emotions from the night, and it was just the last thing that you
I
You
think it
decided.
was kind of that a mixture of my emotions and alcohol. I kind of just like, no, fuck this guy. Who does he think he is? And I'm like, no. So yeah.
So with MMA, is that just something that you want to do on the side as something to maybe protect yourself if you ever get in that situation
Yeah.
again?
No,
Okay,
it is
so
absolutely. It's just to protect myself. I have no intentions of ever becoming an MMA fighter. I have no intentions of taking it to that next level. Maybe in the future, I might want to train it, but for now, it's just generally for self-defense. It's so I can wake up in the morning knowing my mum doesn't have to worry about me going out, or my family has to worry about me going out on nights out, and then them waking up to that knock on the door saying your son's been killed. So that it's for my family as well.
especially with your temper.
Yeah.
So something that happened to me um, at the end of 2019 in South Africa. There's something called Rage, and it's this big festival, and it's where all the matriculants, which is basically the grade 12s, the final year. It's like this big festival where everyone goes to celebrate the end of high school and everything. So a bunch of my friends, 5 guys, 5 girls, we all rented this house out, and I kind of did all the renting out and organizing of everything. And
Yep.
one of the nights when we came home, it was about 3 in the morning, and these guys from across the street who we made friends with on the first night came over, and we were like kind of tired and wanted to go to bed and everything. So I just spoke to them. I said, "Listen, guys, hey, maybe just come back tomorrow. We're all trying to we're basically going to bed now." And they just like
Yeah.
smiled at me and gave me like a smirk and just like pushed past me and like carried on walking. They went to like the girls' bedroom and they were just doing their own thing. They turned on the music.
Fuck.
So I knew like this is like bad vibes, you know what I mean? And like these guys are looking for
Yeah.
nonsense. Me and my ego, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna back down, you know what I mean? So I went up to them and
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm not trying to cause any trouble with you, but I asked you nicely if you could please leave. We are trying to sleep, and now you're playing music and you're just doing your own thing. One of the smaller ones takes out his phone. I see the camera turn on, and the big guy, like this massive rugby player, like I'm pretty tall, and this guy's like almost the same height as me. He's probably like 25, and I'm only 18. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like this guy's like a decent amount older than me, and he's like these massive swole rugby muscles, and he just up and hits me, and I go like half flying across the room into the wall. Before I even realize what's happening, I'm against the wall, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And everyone's, "Oh my gosh, stop! What's going on?" All the girls are screaming and shouting. My cousin tried to stop the fight. They climbed into him. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And these guys just kept on trying to swing at us.
Oh,
Eventually, there were like 4 of them, and then 5 guys from us. But the guys that I were with, none of us knew how to fight. None of us knew what was going on. So ever since that happened, I also decided that I want to learn how to fight. I just haven't got into it yet, but
yeah.
I'm definitely very interested in starting boxing or MMA, just sort of to have that confidence that if that kind of situation would ever happen again, I would at least know how to defuse it or defend myself if the situation comes. Because I also heard that when you do MMA, you actually avoid fights more often than
Yeah.
people who don't know how to fight because you have that self-awareness and that confidence that you can fight.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you feel about
No, I
that.
can absolutely relate to that one. A kind of a similar situation happened to me on holiday back in 2019. It's just a normal night out, lads' holiday. We're in Malia, fucking awesome place to go. Recommend it right away. Um, and one night we decided, you know what? Some of us aren't going out, some of us are just going to stay in. But I decided, you know what? Fuck this. I'm on holiday. I'm going out. Ran into these boys from Dundee. Had a few drinks with him. And next thing you know, these boys from Glasgow come running into the bar I'm at, saying, "Where the fuck's Scott Brown?" One of the guys I was with. I'm like, "Why do you want Scott Brown?" He says, "Oh, he's been bragging on how he's a Muay Thai fighter. He's going to smash us." I'm like, "Right, hold on a minute. One, Scott Brown's in his bed sick. Two, he's not a Muay Thai fighter. That's the other guy I'm with, Kyle Murphy." And they're like, "Oh, we're going to smash them." I'm like, "Guys, you're not going to smash anyone. We're just going to have a good night. We're going to have a few drinks." So I ordered these guys drinks just to calm everything down. As being nice.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, Kyle Murphy, who's been running his mouth off all day, runs fucking into this bar. I'm like, for fuck's sake. 2 minutes later, all my other friends show up, and boom, Kyle fucking cracks one of the boys from Glasgow.
Oh.
There's 17 of these guys, by the way, right? There's only 6 of us. So fucking one gets decked and another, and so I run out of the bar trying to separate everyone, get everyone away from each other. Fucking Kyle and 2 others run away, leaving me to deal with them all. I get pulled to the ground and my head gets smashed off the fucking curb. All because I was trying to stop a fight. So
it's so unnecessary. Fighting.
Absolutely.
It's such an egotistical battle. You know what I mean? It's like you haven't got a problem with the person that you're trying to fight. You've got a problem with your feelings on the inside. You're angry about something in your life. You're hurting on the inside. And now you're just trying to take it out on somebody else and prove your worthiness to yourself or your friends, whatever it is. Anybody who wants to fight has got some internal issues going on the inside, you know. So,
well, I benefited greatly from that fight. I got free drinks for the rest of the week.
is that your
massive
big,
nerve damage?
That's your big takeaway?
No, nerve damage in the head. Every time I get punched there, boom.
Did you end up in the hospital?
What?
Did you go to the hospital?
So funny thing is, I just went to a nightclub, got drunk, woke up, massive egg in my head. Like, cool, that happened.
You just kept going.
Yep. No, I suffered the next day, but as a boat party, and they make everyone jump in the ocean. I'm like, I'm not jumping in that ocean. I'm an agony. I'm cut from head to toe from falling to the ground. I got pushed in. I was like this, just seizing up.
So yeah, what is your main fitness goal or health goal? What is something that you want to achieve for yourself?
From fitness, just to keep a healthy attitude and a healthy mind. I'm not one of these guys who want big muscles or my body to be something chiseled. I just want a healthy mind. So that's why I do fitness.
What has it done for you so far? Like how have you grown personally?
Well, from starting to do fitness, I've had a very different outlook in life. I've had a more positive life. So
how so?
Well, before I started doing fitness, like going to the gym anyway, I don't know, I was always just angry, down, just didn't really want to do much. And then I started doing the gym, and now I just have this whole new lease of life.
So do you think it's been basically just a way for you to get rid of excess energy and a way an escapism, energy release tactic?
Well, from an autistic guy, that release of energy is a massive relief to me. So yeah, it helps with that as well.
That's your biggest help. Yeah. So listen, I really enjoyed having you on, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
Thanks so much.
Can't wait for people to hear that. Not many people know my story, why I got into MMA. A lot of people think it's just for me, for my ego. So it is. I've had a few
people just start fighting.
Doing that for your ego and that. So, but this, well, set this record straight, hopefully. Well, for people who see it.
Yeah, most people, just before we go, I think people fight because they're scared more than they fight because they think they're a good fighter. I think on the inside they're scared, so that's why they feel like they need to prove something. You know, it's either because they're really scared or it's because something happened and now they don't want that to happen, or they want to teach somebody else how to protect themselves so they don't go through the same thing. I think it's one of those two things, but I've never really been a fighter myself. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm a bit of both. I'm from Ireland.
A bit of both. Anyways, thanks, Jonathan. Where can people find you? If people
can find me either on Facebook, just Jonathan Patton, my name, or Instagram at Jonathan Patton History.
Great. Thank you so much.
No worries.